Hey, it's Tesla Canuck here. It's Sunday morning. Oh, let's see here. I think it's the 28th, 29th? I don't know. 8:53 in the morning. And this is the first snow. So, as my regular viewers will know, I live just north of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And in Canada it snows, and I do live in what the locals around here call the snow belt. So we tend to get a lot more snow where I live than they do actually in the city of Toronto, which actually doesn't really get a lot of snow. Anyhow, I wanted to come out and got a couple things to talk about today. So one of them is about the Tesla store. And my regular viewers will know that I've had a lot of issues in the past with poor service from the Tesla online store. Basically, I order stuff and you don't even get an acknowledgement of your order, let alone actually getting your product, which seems to take several weeks. Now, that's my experience. I know some other people will have had a different experience with the Tesla online store, and that's fantastic. But I'm going to talk about my experience here. So the reason why I want to talk about it today, and it being the first snowfall of the season, is that I ordered the winter tire package for my Model 3 the first week of September. So it was like September 4th or something like that. And today I believe is like the 28th or 29th of October. I should have checked that before I left. Actually, I do have a calendar. I could pull that up, but whatever. I'm probably pretty close. So anyhow, it's been 8 weeks since I ordered the winter tire package for this vehicle. And I have spent literally probably you know what I mean. I spent probably 3 to 4 hours of time just chasing down the online store. Had to take it to Twitter. It's just absolute poor service. 2 months later, I still don't have my winter tires. And when you think about it, I mean, it's reasonable to expect that if you order your tire package September 4th or whatever it was, that by the end of October, really you should have your tires. I mean, they're not cheap. I mean, they're 2,400 Canadian dollars, for this winter tire package, and you'd think you would get better service than someone who maybe goes and orders a ball cap. I'm not, putting down anyone who's ordering a ball cap. I actually ordered a couple of those myself, but what I'm saying is when you spend that kind of money, the expectation of some level of service and within a couple of weeks, really you should have your tires. I ordered these early, right? And I'm flabbergasted that I still don't have my winter tires. So to make a long story short, I've escalated through to Tesla. I actually have a person and a phone number and an email address of a real person at the Tesla online store. So I've been working with them trying to get this sorted, and the latest update is that the tires, the rims, everything all arrived to the Oakville store, Tesla store, last week or the week prior. I guess they have to assemble them in some way. So anyhow, that's all been done, and this past week was really about trying to get the installation of the tire package completed. And this is where it's fallen down again. So now I'm dealing with someone at the Oakville store, and I call and I say, hey, I haven't heard anything about installation. And then he'll tell me, we use a third party, and I'm going to get in contact with them right now, and they will call you to set up an appointment. It's like Groundhog Day. I keep having this conversation with this guy, and no one ever calls me to get them installed. So, perhaps I could go down, pick them up, and install them myself, but I shouldn't have to do that. When you spend $2,400, Now it's the principle of the matter. You know, they're going to install them. I'm not going to do it, right? They're going to finish the job, and I'll just keep escalating this until something happens and I get those tires installed. But it's really sad, the state of operations that online store is in. And explosive growth, I get it, right? But get your handle around it, right? I mean, you're making money on the online store. I mean, you have to be. I mean, the markup on the products there is huge, right? So help us out. You know, get stuff done. When you say you're going to do something, do it. Anyhow, so that's my rant about the Tesla online store. Hopefully I'll get the winter tires installed soon. In the meantime, I wanted to just come out this morning and see, well, just how do the stock tires perform. But the roads, as you can see, are not covered in snow. So anything that I do here is really not going to be demonstrative of what it would be like to actually trek through the snow with the stock tires. So, but nonetheless, I mean, the roads are wet. It's currently 1 degree, so there could be ice. So I've got somebody behind me right now. So let me just kind of, first opportunity I get here, I'm just going to pull over and let this guy pass me. So that I can actually do a couple of tests. Okay, there we go. All right, guys. This guy's going to have no problem in the winter. And then he's making a left there. Okay, this is perfect. So now there's nobody behind me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to, almost a complete stop, which, there's no one behind me. So I'm going to do that. Now I'm going to hammer it and I'm going to see what happens. Okay, so the grip was actually not bad there. The rear, yes, there was some slippage. The traction control, stabilization technology, all that kind of stuff, kicked in and limited power to the rear wheels. So acceleration was not what you would have on dry pavement on the 4th of July, right? But the car did not fishtail in any way. The electronic stability control and the traction control, all that kind of stuff, just simply won't allow that. So that's good. I mean, it gives me a level of confidence that at this temperature I can still confidently do my commute and not really worry about it too much. But that being said, if the roads were actually covered in snow, if we had a foot of snow or something like this, I'm not sure that these tires would be any good. But I have seen some of the YouTube videos from last winter where they seem to perform adequately. But when you live in Canada, where I do, and the amount of snow that we typically get, you don't want to chance it to all season tires. But anyhow, that's good news. The performance, at 1 degree on wet pavement is quite acceptable. Now I think I'm just going to enjoy the rest of my drive, and hopefully everyone out there is enjoying the snow-covered trees here. It's actually quite lovely. I live out in the boonies, so it's great to get the Tesla out and just take a drive and enjoy the scenery today. So anyhow, I guess that's it for my rant today and my thoughts about the stock tires in this use case. So Tesla Canuck, over and out.